this is Slappy. With Slappy Adventures. I'm headed to work. And it's been a while since I brought you guys a good story. So I'm going to tell you a story about when I started, or how I started riding wheelies.
Alright, it's storytelling time with Slappy Adventures. Yay!
Papa Slappy, would you please tell us a story? Please, please.
Alright, children. Let Slappy Adventures tell you a little story. You guys ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Alright, here we go.
Once upon a time, not long ago.
Yeah, Lee, that wind's blowing, boy. If this audio is bad, it's bad. I might not be able to use it, but I started riding wheelies on the YZ80. Some of the young guys, some of the guys in the neighborhood, they had them, and I never could get a motorcycle on my own. So my best friend, Daddy, was going to buy him another bike. And with that being said, he asked me did I want to have his old bike. I said, you daggone right. I sure do. So he let me get his old bike, and what I would do to get it, I would work it off. I would go down there and help them clean up. They was getting a swimming pool installed, and I would help them with the concrete and the cleanup, and just what they don't do in labor work. But he was going to give me the old YZ80 after that. Looks like we coming to a stop up here, but with this new time slot, that's expectable. So that's what I did. So he gave me the YZ80. And then, you know, watching my friends, they was riding around doing little wheelies and stuff like that. So I watched them on dirt bikes. If you know anything about dirt bikes and that power band, that YZ80 was wicked. As a matter of fact, my friend, he ended up getting a Honda 100 combination. Oh, that thing was pretty. Do you hear me? It was all blue and white and with a little red seat on it. It had a Honda all on it. It had headlights and blinkers and tail lights. That YZ80 wasn't nothing but meat and potatoes. If you don't know what I mean when I say it was meat and potatoes, that means it wasn't nothing but a motor, handlebars, and a seat. Do you hear me? That's all it was. But it was wicked, though. I mean, it was a straight-up dirt bike. It wasn't nothing pretty, wasn't nothing fancy, and you damn sure ain't supposed to be riding on the street. But now, we country folks. So you know we did. So we was riding all over the street. But if you ever got caught up at night, now, if I got caught up at night, I was in trouble. So I ended up getting one of those hard hats. If you remember those coal miners who had them hard hats with a big old spotlight on the top of the hard hat, I would put that hard hat on, and that would be how I would get home, with that hard hat spotlight sitting on top of my damn head, like some old country ass kids would do. But anyway, back to that, we was doing wheelies, and then I stepped up to a 500, and then I stepped up to another 455, and I never could get those bikes to do wheelies. So my mentor, I had got a Hurricane. I had bought old raggedy used Hurricane 600, Honda Hurricane 600. And he was telling me how to do wheelies. He said, I see you out here trying to do wheelies, Slappy. He said, I'll tell you what you need to do. He said, put your feet down, let them drag the ground, slip that clutch, slip the clutch, give it a, get the gas going, figure out your sweet spot where you want your RPMs, and just them dump that clutch. Just dump it. That's a dying art. A lot of people don't know how to do that these days. The bikes nowadays, you don't have to do them like that. You just daggone twist the damn throttle. That's some suckers going straight in the air with you. But anyway, so I did that for, I guess, about 2 or 3 months, trying to perfect my craft. trying to perfect the foolishness that I was trying to get into. And I got pretty good at it. So he said, I see you doing good with your dragging your feet wheelies. He said, now put your feet on them pegs. He said, with your feet back there kind of gives you a false sense of security. Did you hear me say false? So I started putting my feet up on the pegs. I do the same thing. I had the sweet spot. I knew where I need that motor to be. I had the sound in my ear of how that motor sounded when I need to turn that daggum pow, when I need to pop that clutch. So I did that for a few months. And let me back it up a little bit. I bought that bike off a buddy of mine named Doty, rest in peace. 750, Kawasaki 750R, ZXR. And that was my first super bike. That Hurricane, it wasn't no super bike, but that damn 750, I mean, it was a track bike, and you know, it was ready to go. And I used to watch Doty do some of the prettiest wheelies on that bad boy. It was green, pearl, white, and blue. Eventually, it ended up being black. I don't know why my bikes ended up being black, but anyway, it ended up being black and orange. So I started practicing on that bike, and I was hitting some of the prettiest wheelies you ever did want to see. My goodness. Only first gear wheelies. And we'll get to that first gear in a minute. So the first gear wheelies, I have it up in there, whoop, 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 and I ride it until you know, first gear ran out or I red line. Then I had to put it down. You know, that was it. So some of these other guys, you know, they was riding their bikes way down the street. I'm like, golly, I want to do that one day. So I got to practicing. I said, Victor B. I said, how do I get that thing to walk it down the road like how y'all do it? He said, well, once you get it up, you got to there go click in the second. He said, be careful though. You don't want to give it too much gas because it'll flip over on you. He said, click it in the second. Hold your line. Keep on riding. So that took me another damn 6-7 months to get that down. And I really didn't get it down until when I moved to Pensacola. And some of those, that's Florida, some of those straight ass roads, man alive. Boy, them roads are just straight and pretty. So I was out there riding by myself, didn't really know nobody yet. Yeet, you know, stood that thing up in the air, whoop, whoop, whoop. It was feeling so good. It was feeling good to me, do you hear me? I said, let me reach down here and grab this second gear like old Victor B told me to do. Man, I reached down there and that gonna pop that second gear, it fell right in there. Got that clutch going, and there it went. Boy, that thing was, it grabbed a whole life of its own, do you hear me? And that was a thrill to me, boy. That was a high. That, I guess, sense of danger, or I guess it's got to be dangerous, but that was a high to me. That was a thrill. And then when you get it perfected, and then you get it around people, you know you want to show off. Normally, that's when you wreck. It's when you're around people and you start showing off. That's when you mess up. But I had a real good track record on that. I never wrecked that bike. And I would ride that bad boy and hit that second gear and show off for them gals. And they get the, ooh, look at him. He's a stunner. He's stunting on them, y'all. Oh, giggle. You know, them gals, gals love that shit. The guys, he cool. He cool. He ride them with it. He a stunt guy. Well, I had that bike. I wish I still kept it for a long time. Then when I moved back here, everybody was riding them big-ass long Hayabusas and 12s and stuff like that. And because I wanted to have me a big bike too. And went to a Hayabusa, and that thing was powerful. These guys, they get these bikes and they build the motor and they put this in them and they put that in them. And I really don't know why. Those bikes are so damn wicked strong. They so damn fast. Why in the world would you want to make it faster? But they do. But I never did fool with them like that, making them faster. I just rode what I had. But I never could get that damn Busa to do like that damn 750. It had more power, You definitely didn't have to clutch it up. It had the power, but I just couldn't never find the sweet spot. So I'm riding out there one day, and I started getting those wheelies, or I started powering the wheel up. I wasn't clutching it. I was just using the power and getting that wheel up. And I started getting pretty good at it. But that Hayabusa, that first gear, you damn near run 100 miles an hour. You damn near get 100 miles an hour on first gear, right? So by the time you get that bad boy up in the air, and you get it where you want it, your ass is rolling real fast on one wheel. So I struggled with that for a long time, and I had just got off the road one Saturday night, and I was going down there. Everybody was going to hang out, and I was on the bike. I didn't even have a full helmet on. I had a little damn peanut shell helmet, non-DOT, young and dumb. I know. And got that on the road, probably the worst road you should ever try to do anything on, besides go down through there without getting hit by a car and try to do a damn wheelie. And you already guessed it. Oh, that bad boy bucked up on me. It turned around. It did some things that I had never seen it do and heard before. And it went to the side. And I just had to be like, hey, it's either going to be me or the bike. And it ended up being both of us anyway. So I jumped off the bike. The bike went to damn flipping, so I got away from it. So we're both going down the highway, just flipping. And it tore all the smithereens. And that was the end of my wheelies. That was the last, well, I lied. That was the last wheelie I did on purpose. And then I went and got me a Suzuki Boulevard for a whole bunch of years. And then I fell back in 2012. I bought the Boulevard in 06. So in 2012, I had a wild hair in my ass. I wanted that new ZX14. Now that thing was supposed to be faster and stronger than the Hayabusa was. My Hayabusa was an 05. So I got that damn thing. And I was just going to piddle around with it, just ride it. Because we live by the Dragon. We live by the Smoky Mountains. I wasn't trying to daggone be aggressive. I was one of those nice sport bike to ride. And I was coming on the interstate one day riding with the fellas, and they blasted off. I was in third gear now. So I said, let me slip down in the second. I'm already running 80. Let me go down in the second, catch them. I dropped down in the second. I got down in the fighting position, right? I'm down here in the fighting position. Bam! I hit that bad boy. And you know what I'm finna say. I was looking at the damn sky. You hear me? And I know I was running above 100 miles an hour. I was pointing straight up at the damn sky. And I had a deja vu moment. I said, Lord have mercy. Get me through it, Lord. Help me through this, Lord. And I got it back down. And I said, that's a done deal with these bikes. I'm done with this bike. My nerves, I lost my nerve. My nerves are gone. I can't ride them bikes no more. I'm not as limber as I used to be. And I kind of messed up because I end up getting on a damn cruiser. Once you go to a damn cruiser and you get to riding on these bad boys like this, your legs in front of you, your back is straight, your arm, you ain't just damn, you ain't just damn down there like that, just all asshole all up in the air and your back all laying on your stomach. Shit. It feels too good to ride on these cruisers to go back to riding on your dick. Excuse my language. But I'm just going to tell the truth about it. And I guess about 8 months later on, I end up trading that bike in for my 2012 Gold Wing. And I love it. I've been over all 48 states and trying to do it again. That was a long story, y'all. I was trying to make it short. But please like, share, and subscribe to Slappy Adventures.
Hey, thanks for watching another episode of Slappy Adventures. Please like, share, and comment. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Hey, stay tuned for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.